F is looking at 99% certain. We smashed 38, 39K. Is it 40K today? Or are we looking at a correction? Adam Back is backing a $750,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin after the ETF. Michael Saylor backs his $5 to $10 million claim. It is about to get hectic. Obviously, over the weekend, a number went up exponentially. We smashed 38,000. We're sitting at 39,000. We'll jump into the numbers very soon. This is what Adam Back's talking about. VJ, Bitcoin all-time high before the halving for the first time ever. Adam Back, that's what I've been saying. My bet is 100K before the halving and your bet after the halving. At Crypto Haze, $750 to $1 million call sounds okay to start. We'll get into this soon. Jason Lowry published an open letter to the Defense and Innovation Board regarding the national strategic importance of Bitcoin. That's a massive article, and we've got an AI TLDR there for everyone. But just jumping into the numbers, 819,612. There is 69 inverted. It's 96. It's close enough. We are looking at 39,582 sats per dollar. Goodbye, 2,600 Satoshis per USD. We are looking now at 2,526. Imagine, because it's going to happen when that drops below 2,000 local time, 5:42. There's a receipt this morning, December 4, Aussie time. Last block, 7.12, including fees, which were 0.87, which made up 12.22. Check out this. We're nearly getting down to 20,000. That's going to happen in the next couple of days. 20,388 blocks. Progress 90.29%. Still expected April 23. We are looking at 10 minutes and 4 seconds. The blockchain, it is just TikTok. Next block, ladies and gentlemen. It just keeps working. Now, let's have a real quick listen to Michael Saylor backing up his claim for a $5 to $10 million Bitcoin here. He's talking about a $10 million Bitcoin, to be clear.
You've got to just look at the total world wealth. And if the total world's wealth is 900 trillion, 1,000 trillion dollars, then there's just no reason why Bitcoin should become 10 to 20% of that. And that gets you to a number, $10 million of Bitcoin, when we're 20% of the world's wealth in today's dollars.
That really explains why he's just put in $500 million back into Bitcoin last week. This guy is stacking like crazy. Are you stacking like crazy? Michael Saylor's obviously done the work and he's got the resources, but are you doing whatever you can within your power? Now, this is pretty interesting. Jake Woodhouse, shout out to you, brother. Great interview with Jake Woodhouse. Anyway, see the ETF application stacking up. There is demand for Bitcoin, no doubt. Swiss-based financial service Pando Asset enter the Bitcoin spot ETF race, 13th player amongst BlackRock, Fidelity, and others. Imagine when all of them get approved. Bitcoin Beyond Moon, Bitcoin ETF. Just really quickly, if we vibe, hit subscribe. It will get Bitcoin content, the signal out there. I will give you the news with the fast facts. If you are watching live or watching the replay, smash the thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. On with the show. This is absolutely massive. More and more people are getting in there slowly, then suddenly. We've been wanting, I don't know if we've been wanting, but we have been saying institutions are coming. The institutions are here. This cycle, the institutions are here. Is it good or bad? Hold your Bitcoin in self-custody. Get it off the exchange. The exchange is being drained at such a rapid rate. We're going to dive into that very shortly as well. Bitcoin, Chris, did you know that 41,000, that's right, 41,000 Bitcoin left Binance in the last 30 days, 23,500 total taken off exchanges in the last 30 days. Those numbers obviously don't add up. We'll get into an article where they do. But the point there, ladies and gentlemen, is it's going. It's going very quick. Bitcoin is priced at the margin. The less Bitcoin available, they're going to have to buy what's remaining. That is dramatically going down very quickly. And really quickly, I've got it here. Hey, I can reach. That's lovely. When you're attached by cords, it's amazing. You get so used to Bluetooth. Shout out Brian Demon, Bitcoin Evangelism, such a great book, great Christmas present, sends out the Bitcoin signal. If you have not read it yet and you're a Bitcoiner, I would suggest that you do. There is a link below. Thank you very much, Brian. Incredible book, absolutely incredible book. Coinbase, love him or hate him, and can't say I like him, but they've put out a really good ad. Whether we're allowed to play it or not on YouTube, who cares? I will jump into the comments soon. This is just too good to see. And just really quickly, I just want to say good night, Dida. Enjoy the replay in the morning, brother.
There's a system, Emma.
We're born into it. A system with numbers and papers.
And lines.
And waiting. You work hard, get good grades, go to college.
I want to go to college. I got good grades.
I overachieved.
That's right, she did.
Debt is good?
Debt is so good.
So much debt.
I can totally save up and buy a house and start a family.
I want a family.
Oh.
Starting a family means you need 2 or 3 jobs.
You can't afford to buy.
Oh.
You can't afford to rent. Used cars cost as much as the new ones.
Oh.
It's weird.
Good debt is
I
good.
was head of my class.
Houses are too expensive.
You work hard, get good.
The system, the numbers.
Rent is freaking insane.
Breaking news. Everything is terrible.
Does it have to be this way?
What if it was different?
It's always been that way.
We've got to build our way out of it. Yeah.
Put control back to the hands of the people, not the bureaucracy.
A system with less paperwork.
No waiting.
No lines.
Permissionless.
Just because you're born into a system,
Doesn't mean you have to live with it.
What a brilliant Bitcoin ad. Is that not amazing or what? Coinbase has done something right. Brian Armstrong, wake up, get rid of those altcoin casinos, go back to Bitcoin. Your business, your credibility would be better off, but that is just such an epic trailer there, and sends out the signal very strongly. Now, this is another huge metric to be paying attention to. Bitcoin Magazine, just in total, Bitcoin addresses surpasses 50 million for the first time ever. Bitcoin address with non-zero balance. What a very pretty chart, hey? Absolutely incredible. Now, Jason Lowry, very interesting, very intelligent with his open letter. It's... I'll repost the whole thing for you at Sean Clark 911. I'll just read this part. It won't take too long. If you've got any questions, there's some great comments there in the chat. Drop them below. Marge, Jason Lowry's papers, the Defense Innovation Board, highlights the strategic importance of Bitcoin national defense and cybersecurity. He argues that Bitcoin's underlying technology, a reusable proof-of-work protocol, extends beyond financial applications to secure all forms of data against cyber threat. That's massive. Big cool. This approach shifts cybersecurity from relying on encoded logic, which is inherently vulnerable to hacking, to using physical power, making cyber attacks prohibitively expensive to execute. Larry proposes the concept of a macro chip, a large resource-intensive computer integrated into the internet infrastructure. I wonder what that sounds like. This macro chip would use the global electric power grid to impose physical constraints in cyberspace, deterring cyber threats. He suggests Bitcoin is the first operational example of such a technology, misconceived as merely a monetary system. Concluding, Lowry stresses that Bitcoin and similar tech could revolutionize cybersecurity and national defense. He argues the Department of Defense to explore. He urges, imagine telling this to the Department of Defense, like the balls on this guy. What a guy. Shout out to you, Jason Lowry. He urges the Department of Defense to explore the strategic implications of proof-of-work protocols for national security as they hold potential for a significant shift in the global balance of power. Absolutely massive. What great work there as well. I'd urge everyone to read the full paper. Oh man, Gensler, this is just too good to be true. You'd think the stuff is made up. We see more and more and more of paid to delay Gensler coming up with old videos. I don't know if you've seen this one. I hadn't seen this clip before. It surfaced. It's absolutely amazing.
But many of them are just applications, computer code to move the ledger somewhere else. But the riddle remained. You remember that riddle. how to move money peer-to-peer without a central authority. And that's what I'm asking for next class, Thursday, to actually read. I wouldn't wing it, and I wouldn't be afraid of it. Satoshi Nakamoto wrote a paper that everybody in this class, if you're at MI...
Just quickly, looking at this man here, he looks full of light. He looks vibrant. He looks like he's really enjoying himself. You see him now, he's stressed out. He looks haggard. He looks old. Here he looks young and youthful. How interesting is that? And just what he's saying is spitting facts. How many of you have not read Satoshi's white paper? It's 9 pages. Anyway, we'll let Gary give us the signal today.
And a few of you are at Harvard. I'm telling you, you can read it. You'll understand maybe a half to 2/3 of it. It's not deeply technical. And it's only 8 or 9 pages.
Thanks very much, Gary. It's the only advice from him that I'd be paying any attention to. It's amazing the amount of power this one man has, and the courts are pushing back against him. Caitlin Long, if this is true, then Eric Balahunas predicted today there's going to be an epic marketing war by all the spot Bitcoin ETF issuers, and it's going to be fun watching Normie say, wait, wasn't Bitcoin dead? All ahead of the April halving and US presidential election and the money printing. Looks like boats are under attack as well, which is going to urge them to print more money. I don't want to jump into the negative side of what is happening. All of it's negative. None of it works out for humanity. Anything related to war and inflation. Update, SEC meetings with spot Bitcoin ETF issuers have been voluminous. SEC source 99% approval and all at once. Dotted I's and crossed T's across all applications. It's amazing, isn't it? Just in, Binance to delist and end support for its BUSD stablecoin in December 2023. Pretty interesting, hey? I don't really care about Binance. If you're on the exchange, please get it off. Use your seed on Steel, it's $11 or something like seed, or there's a link in the description. Whatever you do, get it off the exchanges. In regards to Binance delisting their stablecoin, the reason why I bring it up today is you wonder why the US was so hostile towards Binance. It is about control about the money supply. Bitcoin is hope, it is freedom. And then we've got Robert Kiyosaki warning us, afraid a giant market collapses here because 3 stooges running White House, US Treasury and Fed, possible next Great Depression, possibly war. I believe we're already at war. For millions, really hard times ahead. For those in the right mindset and prepared, next Great Depression will be the best time of their lives. Please prepare, please take care, buy gold, silver, best till last, Bitcoin. We'll get back to this video of Keiser. He's a little bit intense sometimes, eh? Nothing to see here, just the mainstream press confirmed another conspiracy theory. The reason why I bring this up is because you want to read the books, otherwise they want us to eat the bugs. Literally, they want us to eat the bugs. They're already putting out this propaganda. This is more propaganda. They're seeding everyone's thoughts. Please think clearly. Stay in line with truth. Because what is happening here, hopefully it never happens. Hopefully we're all wrong, but better to be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. Bitcoin is that hope, and either way it is number go up technology. CNN, it's time to limit how often we can travel aboard. Carbon passports may be the answer, along with digital IDs, CBDCs. Bitcoin is your way out of that game. Incredible, 1.55 trillion. So we are holding strong. We'll have a quick look at Bitcoin, 39,565. Let's see if we can refresh it and get that lovely 69 number here. No. Where we are 20 cents. No, sorry, we're way off. Anyway, I see the number that I want to see, which is 69. Anyway, it's the number of the universe. That's why I keep bringing it up. 24-hour low, 39,309. 24-hour high, 39,807. Do we get 40K delay or do we get a correction? If we get any corrections, I think they're going to be short. They're going to be bought up very quickly. Where would we correct to? Probably 38,000. It's last 7 days, 36,770. Imagine being able to buy Bitcoin there. I will be making a large purchase today. Bought a large purchase last week, but I will be doing one today. We've got more Satoshis per dollar if we bring up this chart. 2,529 is more like 2,600 and something. It sucks, hey? This number is going down, but it does not matter. Just stack and chill is... Here, let's bring it up. It's not financial advice, but it's a good idea to be able to study the world's hardest asset because things are about to get hectic. Proper hectic. Bitcoin eyes 40K as 1 billion in Bitcoin withdrawals suggest bullish mood. I better bring it up, but no, I'm not swearing. It's just the best saying, no shit, Sherlock. My apologies. Some people don't like it when I cuss. Shit's not the worst word. And if you're holding shit coins, please study Bitcoin. You need to pay a little bit more attention. Anyway, they're all garbage apart from Bitcoin. Data shows over 1 billion worth of Bitcoin has been withdrawn from exchanges over the past week. Data by Glassnode shows just over 37,000 Bitcoin worth 1.4 bill has been withdrawn from exchanges since November 17, a sign of investors taking direct custody of their coins. 1.4 billion gone. Most of that won't come back on. I know I will not be selling. Exchange outflows have historically marked local low prices, supporting expectations of a medium-term price rise. I think we're seeing that, hey? Just about to crack 40,000. This orange line here, hopefully that shows up nice and clear for you as the exchange balance total, all exchanges going there. Just over 2 million at the moment, and it is going down. Grayscale setting up for a Bitcoin ETF race by hiring industry veteran from Invesco. The war, the marketing war, this is going to hype up. Even when I was traveling in the States, GBDC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, was in San Francisco airport. Big billboard. There I stood in front of it, took a little video. A lot of fun. It's really going to ramp up, and you're going to see Grayscale, Fidelity, BlackRock, all on mainstream news. The narrative is shifting very, very quickly. Grayscale setting up for the Bitcoin ETF race by hiring John Hoffman. John Hoffman, he spent over 17 years at investment manager Invesco and will lead Grayscale distribution partnership team. Crypto asset manager Grayscale has hired head of Americas Hoffman to lead its distribution 6 weeks before a decision is set to come out on whether the company will be allowed to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. Pretty interesting with Grayscale. Obviously, they wanted to be the first. They really pushed this off. They have the largest, as an asset manager, assets under management with Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Grayscale Trust, GBTC, is the biggest one. They're really ramping up. Probably all at once, so it's not going to be one before the other. And we are looking at a 99% certainty, which is pretty exciting. Max Keiser, love him. I just love him. I absolutely love him. The signal is so strong. Even if you go back to 2011, he's saying the same message. He's saying the same message now. Stack.
As we've discussed before, Bitcoin is designed to be attacked. When the EU says we need to attack the price of Bitcoin, that is music to Bitcoiners' ears because all attacks mean greater hash rate, greater security, and higher prices. It's designed to be attacked. The more you attack it, the higher the price goes. So we welcome the EU's attacks and the IMF and Christine Lagarde and central banks and Federal Reserve Bank. Please attack me so that my price can go to $100,000, $200,000, $1 million a coin. Thank you.
I love him. He's so eloquent with his wording. That is one of the least toxic videos I have seen from Keiser, but the signal is so strong. What a great man. Now, Fed next FOMC meeting, 9 days, 22 hours, 59 minutes. The market's priced a 98.8% prediction. They're just going to pause, stay where they are. Again, 1.2%. If that 1.2% plays out, there's going to be a dip. That will not be good. Well, actually, it'd be absolutely fantastic if the 1.2% is right and they raise interest rates and Bitcoin drops back, beep, back the truck up. That didn't really play out so well. Anyway, I can be a fool. I'm happy to show up here and be an idiot as long as you're listening to the facts here and paying attention. Oh man, this is why we Bitcoin. This is why I Bitcoin. And then I'm going to jump into the comments there with everyone. If you are watching live and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Get this video out to as many people as possible. This video we're about to play, really listen to the words that they're saying. This is propaganda at its finest. And if you don't have conviction for Bitcoin, this is not just in Australia. This is absolutely everywhere.
And I cannot believe that those opposite are going to side with people who are going to pretend this bill.
Our brain cannot understand the word cannot. So when she says, I cannot believe, I can believe. She is asking you to believe.
Is a whole range of things that it absolutely isn't. So when they say it's mandatory, it's not. When they say it's going to steal your identity or it's a big government conspiracy, it is not.
I believe it is.
This is about personal control of your own information. It is completely...
I also hope I'm 100% wrong on this, and I hope this lady is right. There's something about her, about the messaging, that this is even coming up, that's dystopian, totalitarian, and I'd be preparing and stacking for what hopefully we never see.
Voluntary. It's an important economic reform that needs to happen, and it needs to be done quickly so that we can respond to...
Has to be done quickly. There's no time to wait. There's no time to vote on it. There's no time to let the general public who are asleep to be able to read, to be able to find out, to know what is going on. If you're here, you're a free thinker. We already know that. This won't affect Bitcoiners as much. You've got self-sovereignty. You've become a sovereign individual, or you're working towards it, working towards freeing your mind. When people like this put this out and they say it needs to happen quickly and they give no time for people to be able to read it, to be able to understand it, and they just listen to these sound bites, that's scary. And that's sad.
Optus and Medibank, where people's documents have been taken and have been misused, and their privacy and their control over those documents has been abused. Please support the government's position, which is for a committee inquiry to report by the end of February.
No, I do not support it in the slightest. Thanks very much. Crazy. Now, let's jump into the comments here this morning. Shout out to everyone. If you enjoyed the news with the fast facts, again, smash the button. If we can go back, anyway, if it comes up as 96, we will get there. We'll finish the stream at 6:09. How's that? MW, g'day Sean, or hey Sean, good to see you, mate. Andy Surfer, can you please remind me of the book you shill? I have someone who I think needs it for Christmas. Andy, thanks for allowing me to bring it back up again. It is such a great book, Bitcoin Evangelism. There is a link at the top of the description there. Off to bed, Dieter, I read that one before. Plan B stock to flow model predicts we're in the 100K per Bitcoin cycle. Only reason Bitcoin is undervalued is because of the shitcoins that are getting killed by regulators due to a lot of FUD, due to all the crypto scams out there. This is why Bitcoin is not crypto. It's been an amazing opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, but it is running out very, very quickly, very fast. Actually, one thing that I want to bring up really quickly is just notice this. The exchange, 39,612, so 96. I know it's not 69, but 800 119,616. We got 96 there. We got 396 there, but 96. And there's a reason why I keep bringing it up. And anyway, we went into that last video. It's a massive number. Yes, 100K, we should be there this cycle. Rob G, stack them sats. Bloody good idea. He is probably a much better teacher than he is a regulator. Absolutely. He is making sense when he is a regulator. JGI, g'day from Cairns. Cairns, beautiful place. It's hot and humid up here. Man, it was so hot and humid down here yesterday as well. Got it out of the shower, got out of the pool, sweating straight away. Massive thunderstorms last night. Brendan, fact, 99% of coin participants cannot afford their allocation to coins. Oh, I reckon that's meant to be a symbol that's just not showing up in my chat. Hopefully it's Bitcoin, but most people cannot afford how much Bitcoin they need, but work as hard as you can. Time is running out. If you've been here for the last year or longer and you're still horsing around, come on, guys. You're not reading the books fast enough. Who's stacking user market buys with huge spreads? Yeah. It sucks. You see the spot price and then you see what you're paying for it on the exchange. Humble the like and say g'day, folks. It all helps to spread the Bitcoin news. Absolutely, it does. Appreciate Dana Steele. Brandon, when they look down, they're lying. When they look up, they don't know. This lady, where is she? Sorry, I didn't bring it up. Crazy, hey? This is why we stack. This is why we chill. And there's a couple of good reasons here. Straight up. Add them back. $750 to $1 million to start. Add them back. An amazing person. An incredible person. Somebody that's been here since the start. Somebody that's so entrenched within Bitcoin. My bet, 100K before the halving, even if it doesn't quite play out. It's going to be higher than where it is now. Where we are now is 39,630, ladies and gentlemen. And Michael Saylor, $5 to $10 million per coin. Hopefully you got your stack. It is good to be here this morning with everyone. What I am doing is delaying for the next probably 30 odd seconds so we can end the stream at such a perfect time for everyone. If you have any questions, you're watching the replay, drop them below. Seriously, smash the like button. It will get this message out to a greater amount of people. And Bitcoin, it's not about number go up. That's a great part of it. That's a fantastic part of it. We love when that happens. What we really want, though, is self-sovereignty. 6:09 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. There's the receipts. Be blessed.